community facilities depends directly on those factors. Now, the population projections assumed a modest increase in fertility rates and a modest improvement in life expectancy for Kenosha County and the region overall. At the Plan Commission meeting, we had some considerable discussion regarding the population projections for the county as well as Pleasant Prairie in particular. And the staff, in talking with the administrator, we had some concerns with respect to what type of growth scenario that was used as part of the Regional Planning Commission's evaluation of Kenosha County. And the explanation that was given to me at the Tuesday meeting was that the region first completed the region-wide population growth scenario and population projections. And then they're starting to filter this down to each individual county and then to each individual municipality. So while they believe that the regional numbers will be quite accurate with respect to their projections, they didn't necessarily take into account all the recent trends that are going on with respect to various areas of southeast Wisconsin, which is the 7-county area. So the way the chapter is set up, the Regional Planning Commission has population and household projections, which they are projecting based on regional forecasts. In Pleasant Prairie, they use that regional forecast to present and to project our population and household count. We believe that those numbers need to be adjusted based on recent trends and the planning that we've been doing and what we project is going to be happening between now and 2035. So there are different sections, charts, graphs throughout this chapter that allow for the regional population projections and household projections to be listed and trend information. And based on what I heard at the Tuesday meeting, it sounds like many of the communities in Kenosha County will be looking at putting their own trend information in and their projections in these charts. And when I spoke with Sewer PAC directly, they indicated that when putting together the comprehensive plan, the trend information is going to be used as the basis for the individual plans for each individual community, which will then be compiled for the comprehensive plan for the entire county. So as you can see, under the Regional Planning Commission's projections for specifically Pleasant Prairie, they're showing an intermediate population projection of 26,285 by the year 2035. We're just around 20,000 right now. So they're projecting about just over 6,000 individual increase between now and 2035 under this scenario. And then there's also, at the bottom of this chart, it talks about the unsewered areas of Pleasant Prairie, and they're making a pretty large assumption that many of the unsewered areas will all be sewered by 2035, and we will be adding fewer and fewer unsewered homes on the list of homes in Pleasant Prairie. They'll have private systems. So again, I think there needs to be some greater explanation of this chart. We know certain areas of the village that probably won't ever be sewered, and there's some higher density population, for example, down in Carroll Beach. So we know some of those things, and I would like to get a little bit more specific and of an explanation in this chart for Pleasant Prairie, both here and in our own comprehensive plan. Under projected age composition, the Sewer PAC population projections anticipate change in the age structure. The percentage of the county population 45 years and older will increase during the planning period. And let me also interject that the significance of this age projection is where our population is going and the types of services and housing and opportunities that we need to have in this community for the ever-changing age composition. For those that are under 20 years, it's projected to increase from about 44,939 in 2000 to 57,452 in 2035, or a 28% increase. And again, we're projecting to 2035. Those aged 20 to 44, it's projected to increase by about 24%. For those aged 45 to 64, it's projected to increase by about 57%, and this is the entire county again. And then for those over 65, it's projected to increase by 99%, or approximately 17,169 persons in 2000 to 34,147 in 2035. Again, the household projection information for the entire county is shown in this chart. I've highlighted Pleasant Prairie. It's identified that the average household size will be decreasing. Currently, ours is at about 2.73 persons per household. It'll decrease to about 2.6 as the household size starts to decrease. And again, this is again the decrease of the average age is significant for the entire county. Part 2 of this chapter, Kenosha County Visioning, Issues and Opportunities. I did explain the visioning process through the multi-jurisdictional planning committee. We are going to be re-evaluating and finalizing that back in coming up in this January. The visioning process in putting together the vision statement used a lot of different sources in order to put together this statement, including data collected and mapped, results of countywide SWOT analysis, the county cafe, the public informational meetings, the goals, objectives, principles, and policies, and other public comments via the comprehensive planning website and other emails, and the consideration of the 9 comprehensive planning elements. Following general county planning issues and opportunities were identified during the visioning process. Preserving farmland is a high opportunity, a priority among residents. A strong desire to preserve and enhance community character, including those of neighborhoods and downtowns. Diversification of the economy and providing future jobs and opportunities for Kenosha youth. Maintaining a quality educational system. Developing alternative energy sources such as wind and solar power and biofuels. A common theme expressed by participants during the visioning process was the need to provide a wide range of housing types and choices. The ability of adjacent communities and different levels of government to work together was a very important concern that was raised just about every meeting that I was at, and the importance of intergovernmental cooperation in order to keep us strong as a county. Another was the results from the visioning process included that the loss of natural resources due to development is a threat to Kenosha County, and we need to continue to develop and enhance our greenways, our trails, and to focus on the strengths such as Lake Michigan and our other lakes and parks throughout the county. Concerns about anticipated growth and development came out with respect to the visioning process. And a common theme was to concentrate urban development within the planned urban service areas and to examine infrastructure in downtown areas. Another was the development and enhancement of recreation and cultural opportunities, which is important to Kenosha County. I had actually made some suggestions to our vision, the county's visioning statement, to make sure that cultural and recreational amenities and the promotion of those features should be mentioned in the visioning statement. It's very important to Kenosha, as well as Pleasant Prairie and some of the western communities in Kenosha County. Another concept was improving transit services and accessibility and providing a variety of transportation choices.